my apartment is in desperate need of proper cleaning. Today's project is to clean the sink area in the bathroom. And this is the finished look. Remember my New Year, New Me series where I organized and decluttered a lot of areas in my apartment? That was a great preparation for my new life, my new job where I have to go to work 4 days a week, but it did not prepare me for what was coming. I was not ready for the mess. I have been working more than I expected. I had less time to be in my apartment and stay organized. I couldn't prioritize staying organized and I couldn't prioritize cleaning. In the last 2 weekends, I wasn't here in Vienna, so during the 4 days from Monday to Thursday, I was working, and then from Thursday afternoon until Sunday evening, I was away outside of Vienna. So there was no time in the last 2 weeks at all for me to clean. Especially this last week has been really hectic. I have had so many things to do, not only work, but social life and activities and sports and all that I was coming home late every day and the mess just started to get worse and worse. I haven't hoovered my apartment in over 2 weeks. I haven't done any proper cleaning in over 2 weeks. And my apartment is in desperate need of proper cleaning. And since it is already February and the spring is coming up, it is time to start a spring cleaning series. I have had spring cleaning series in the past 2 years on my channel. If you're interested, make sure to check them out. I'm gonna link them down in the description box below. However, this year I want to do something different because I don't have long stretches of time available to me where I can just tackle a whole area of my apartment and go from A to B and from zero to hero. I need to cut it up into small, manageable projects. And so I am making it into a game. I'm going to go around my apartment and I'm going to list all the areas that need to be deep cleaned in my apartment, and I'm gonna listed it here, cut the list up into pieces of little projects that I am going to put into a bowl, and I am going to pull every single day an area to tackle, to clean in my apartment. I'm going to actually have 2 lists. I'm going to have very small, manageable, quick cleaning areas that I can tackle within just a couple of minutes during a weekday when I'm busy, when I don't have that much time. And I'm also going to have a list of bigger projects which will need a little bit more time, maybe an hour or 2 to be tackled. And those are going to be my bigger projects that I'm going to tackle on the weekends from Friday to Sunday when I'm available, when I'm at home, when I have more free time. A small project would be, for example, cleaning up my nightstand. And a big project would be cleaning all the windows of my apartment. A small project would be cleaning my fridge. A big project would be defrosting my freezer, because that takes a long time. So let's go together through my apartment and write down this list. Let's be systematic, start in the kitchen and move forward around the house and write a list of small projects and a list of big projects to tackle throughout the next couple of weeks. So as I already mentioned, if I start from here and I go this way, I can put cleaning out the fridge as a small project. That would be like checking all the expiration dates, throwing out everything that has expired or I don't use anymore, and wiping down all the surfaces, just removing everything that doesn't belong or I don't want them to be there. You know how it goes. A big project would be defrosting the freezer. I have done this a couple of times on my channel. For me, this means that I have to take everything out. I put it into a freezer bag for a couple of hours, and then I unplug my freezer. I put some hot water into the freezer so that it can defrost quicker, and then I clean it out and put everything back. Then moving forward, so a big project itself would be just to generally clean the kitchen, the surfaces, the floor, of course, do all the dishes. Just like a general cleaning of the kitchen would be kind of like a big or medium project. During the kitchen cleaning, I would not go into the cupboards and open and empty them out and clean them out. So I would cut that up into small manageable tasks. For example, a small project could be to clean out my spice and oil cupboard in here. Or another small project would be to clean out the cutlery drawer, or to clean the other drawers. I would put the other 3 drawers together, so the cutlery separately and then the other 3 together. A project would be to clean the dishwasher. A small project. A small project would be to clean that rack with the alcohol. And if I really want to be thorough here, I would also clear out all the cupboards, take everything out from these cupboards, these 5 cupboards actually, plus down here, that's 6 cupboards. But would I want to cut that up into 6 or 7 small projects, or do I want to do this in one big project? That's a question that I haven't thought about. Yeah, as a big project, it feels very daunting, I must say. So I might just clear out a kitchen cupboard a few times on this list. A small project would be to clean the dining table, which is a catch-all, and as you can see, there is a lot happening here. And another project is to clean this shelf. Another small project is to clean my desk. In the living room, a small project would be to hoover the sofa, behind the sofa, just to clean the general area of the living room, also hoover the floor and clean this table. Is this a small project or a big project? But it doesn't include cleaning my bookshelf, which is a project in itself, a big project in itself, because I would have to take everything off, clean it, wipe it, and then put everything back on. That takes some time. So clean the bookshelf. In the bedroom, a small project would be to clean the general area of the bed, which would mean wiping off the bed frame, changing the bed sheets and the bed linen, the covers. So that's one project. And then a second small project would be to clean the bedside table, as well as my dresser, as well as the top of this wardrobe, which gets cleaned every year, like once, and it gets actually very dusty up there on the top. So that would be cleaning nightstand, dresser, top of wardrobe. And then another fairly big project, it's not super big, but it takes some time, is to hoover all the floor in this whole area. The living room, the kitchen and the bedroom are all in one shared area, as well as my office or desk. So it has like one shared floor, and I usually hoover everything all together. And then of course hoover everything else, which is the bathroom and the hallway. And then also to wipe the floors, so wet wipe the floors, which I don't do very often, so it's kind of a big thing to do. And before wiping, I need to hoover, so that's a big project. Some of these projects are like in between small and big, so some of them I put into the small category and some of them I put into the big category. I'm not, I might switch them around, but basically cleaning this bench, hoovering it and wiping it off, as well as this general area, just putting away everything that shouldn't be like laying around, but it has a place to live actually, and it should be put back there, or all the jackets I shouldn't have like 3 different jackets and 5 scarves and 2 hats and 6 pairs of gloves hanging around at all times. Here I can put most of those back into their place where they usually live. So that is a project itself as well, but I would say it's a fairly small project, so I can tackle that within an hour. And then the bathroom I'm also going to cut up into 2 fairly big projects, because I think cleaning the bathroom is my least favorite thing of all of these, so the most daunting, so I need to separate it. And so one project will be to clean this general area, wipe off the walls, clean out the bathtub and just this whole area. It's a fairly big project. And then another big project is this general area, so cleaning the sink, the tap, behind these walls, cleaning this, and then also emptying this shelf out and cleaning the shelves out as well, emptying everything and putting everything back in an organized manner. So that would be cleaning the sink area. And that would also include moving my undersink cupboard and cleaning behind that as well, because the wall, the tiles there get some residue from the soap and like water that gets dropped down there and so forth. And so the area, like the tile area behind here, also needs to be cleaned at least once a year. And then I think the final big project is cleaning the windows. I have 8 big projects and 16 small projects. So this would take me around 3 weeks to complete, I would say. Tackling one project, at least one project a day. I might have days when I can tackle more than one project, and the idea is that on the weekends I would tackle the bigger projects, but it might not always happen because not every weekend day is so free. I might have things to do. So I'm gonna cut this up right now, these 2 lists. I'm gonna put them into separate little containers, and I'm already going to pull one big project for today to tackle. Alright, so here are my 2 jars with the big projects and the small projects, and let's pull a project, a big project for today to tackle. And today's project is to clean the kitchen. I don't know if you can see that or if you can read my writing, but this is the project. In the next episode, we are starting with the kitchen deep clean, and until then, make sure to subscribe. And I hope that you will join me on this journey and get motivated by me spring cleaning my apartment, and you will join me in your apartment or house and also come up with a game, a system that works for you. Maybe you can try the same thing as I am. Let's see how this works. Let's see if this is more motivating than just the daunting thought of doing long periods of cleaning on a weekend or whenever you have time. If you have little periods of time throughout the days, over the week, then maybe consider doing it in this way. Let me know in the comments down below what is the first area in your apartment or house that you are going to clean, and join me on this journey for the next couple of weeks. I'm looking forward to see you at my next video. Until then, goodbye!